days, and now sure enough, here it is.
Here it is, and we've been putting up with the snow with it. We've had several inches of snowfall. We continue to get in those snowfall reports from you. If you can get a good measurement with the wind, we'd appreciate hearing from you. And now that snow, as it's dwindling down, we are seeing it getting picked up and blown around. This is that view again from Luther Family Ford, that snow moving basically horizontally across your screen, illuminated in the lights, the camera shaking, the light pole shaking a bit, and we do have that drifting again that Aaron was talking about. So today, travel going to be pretty hazardous this morning. So if you can avoid it, do so. As we head into the afternoon, we're still looking at hazardous conditions. It's going to be windy all the way into the afternoon, even into the early evening. We'll still have some drifting happening across the road. So careful out there all day long. And right now, you can see some snow on the radar. It is very light at this point, and a lot of this may be getting detected as snow that's getting picked up and blown around and not necessarily new snow. More of the accumulating snow has moved on off to the east here this morning. So the big culprit today will be the wind. We're looking at a gust of 47 in Fargo right now, 45 in Grand Forks, and a steady speed in Grand Forks to 33 miles per hour, a gust of 41 in Jamestown, and another 40-plus gust down in Sisseton. So heart of the valley, southeastern North Dakota, down into other parts of the valley in the south where we're seeing some of our strongest winds. But around the region, we've got steady speeds in the 20s and then gusts picking up from there. So this is going to be a drifting problem everywhere and a visibility problem everywhere. We've got reports of visibility at less than a mile from border to border, basically here along I-29, and in fact, half mile or less. Fargo's at a quarter mile, so is Wahpeton, and Oaks is at a quarter mile visibility. And over into Minnesota as well, lowered visibility. This is an issue basically for just about everybody. So blizzard warning remains in effect until 9 o'clock this morning. We're looking at a lot of areas again in pink included in this. Surrounding areas in a winter weather advisory, still getting the snow in spots, still getting the wind, but perhaps not as strong, even though our visibility is being impacted. We will see that blizzard warning change over to a winter weather advisory for midday, and then eventually that gets replaced by wind chill headlines. Wind chill advisory for this evening and afternoon for Fargo, Grand Forks, much to the Red River Valley. Wind chill warnings in purple there for a good portion of North Dakota and into South Dakota too, including some of our viewing area. So temperatures, we are dropping. We're going to see those numbers slide below zero. Already have in the north and west. That will continue to spread. That colder air continue to spread into the valley. It's zero in Fargo right now. So let's talk about those wind gusts, because that's going to be the biggest factor affecting things like, of course, visibility and travel today, but also how it feels to be outside. And notice what we've got going on here. Some of our most intense winds this morning, gusting above 40 miles per hour. This is 7 a.m. But then you can see as we head into midday and even into the afternoon, we're still dealing with gusts into the 30s. So this isn't going anywhere. We're going to have to deal with the blowing and drifting throughout the day today. It's not until late tonight where we see improvement. So I'll have more on that coming up in your hour-by-hour planner.
Lisa, thank you. And all of this is making for dangerous travel and many places difficult travel at best out there. We want to get a check of your highway conditions now in North Dakota. You kind of see this pink-red shaded area going through North Dakota. That goes all the way from Pembina County up in the northern part of the valley, touching the Canadian border right there, all the way to the southwest down to Dickey County. Now, what that is, this is no travel advised in that red area. Grand Forks County also included in that. And you'll see these red and white dotted lines for much of the same area. That means no travel is advised on those roads. The DOT is saying stay off of them. In other parts of the state, what you're seeing is this purple shaded counties, and that is including in Cass County. What that is a travel alert. Snow, blowing snow, strong winds out there. So taking a look at our two major roads, I-29 north to south, we are seeing purple and red. Purple is for the snow-covered regions. Red means don't go on it at all. And then looking at I-94 from Fargo all the way to Bismarck, even beyond that, we are looking at the purple and a bit of yellow just west of Jamestown. The yellow means ice combined with the snow that's incredibly slick out there. We want to take a look at what's going on in our Minnesota counties right now, get a refresh of that map here so we have our latest information. And here a bit different of a color system. We're talking blue and pink. For blue, it is partially covered, pink fully covered. That's exactly what's going on Highway 10 here. This is Fargo all the way over to Staples, about right over here. It is blue, partially covered, and we actually have an incident reported right around that area. I want to see what it is. Now, near Staples, a vehicle has spun out between Main Street. Oh, it looks like it happened in town in Township Road 56. And again, it's reporting those roads are partially covered there heading up north to Thief River Falls, that area. We're also talking partially covered, but you take Highway 2 going on down to Bemidji there from Grand Forks, partially covered to fully covered, depending on which section you are. So be careful. If you do have to hit the road this morning, make sure you let people know where you're going. Have that vehicle survival kit along with a fully charged cell phone in case you do ever get into an emergency situation. We'll keep you updated on these conditions throughout the morning right here on the Valley Today.